Testing live. Yes. I am so excited to be live with you. Today's kind of a singy day. I started my day with a nice live on my nut channel of the sun coming up. We shall do another one of the sun going down. Let me switch accounts and I will be there to see what is happening. Yes, I can. Maybe, perhaps. There we go. And I got to turn everything up. I hope everybody's Monday is Mondaying very well for them. It is for me, I guess. I don't know. But I've been trying since 8 o'clock to get dinner ready because I want to get back to painting and decorating. First thing I have to do before I can paint and decorate anymore is I must, and it is a must, wash the walls. Let me move the fan. You know, some rooms are just so hot you have to have a fan in them, and that is what is happening here. So I have my other, oh, my hair is something else, isn't it? I have my other account set up. Let me put this up a little bit and tip it down. That way my double chin doesn't show so much. The youngsters in the house are giggling at me by saying that, but come on. Those of us of a certain amazing age know it's the truth. Here you go. Plus my nephews think it's great when I look up at the camera. Let's see how that looks. All right. So, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but I got all of the walls painted. I am so thrilled to have all of the marks covered up to start fresh. I still have to do all of the trim work and the black doors, but before I can start the next step, which is washing the doors and washing the trim, I have to have dinner. I don't know what it is. People always want to eat. So I thought today we could make some nice jumbo shells. We can see how it goes. I know the first thing we have to do is boil the water. Now let me tell you, if you are an Italian person, or if you are a pasta eater, I overcook my pasta. And I'll say it again, I overcook my pasta. Because aren't you only supposed to leave it for 7 minutes?
Depends. It's like 10 to 11 minutes.
All right, because I do until it's fallen down. But I want to stuff these and then they get baked. So we definitely need them to run a little longer. I'll get my water going. It's been a long time since I've made a stuffed shell. So I have my water. It has to go on this back burner because other ones don't necessarily work that great. Well, I could do it on the front, but it's just a smaller burner. I do know to add my oil and salt into my water, so let's get a little salt right here. Move my breads out of the way. I had gotten the manicotti, but then I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to stuff the stuff down in there. I don't know, it was a whole thing. I have a recipe for stuffed shells. We're making stuffed shells. We're not doing the other, so. But, yeah, it leaves it available for anybody else in the family who would like to make something else, right? But I did get the sliced mozzarella to go on top because I think everything Italian is better with sliced mozzarella on top. I don't know, just my own personal preference. You cook yours how you want to cook yours. I am going to grab my basic oil for the original pot And when it's finished, I'll dump it with the olive oil. So we'll just put a little oil so it doesn't stick as it goes. Put the top on, get that heated up. Boom, rolling. All right. Now, oops, I dropped that. Just in case you're wondering, I did wash my hands. I did, so that part was done. I'm gonna put these in the pantry. Now, while we are waiting, it says to go ahead and mix our stuff, right? So it says I only needed 15 ounces of ricotta cheese. I have that. 9 by 13 baking dish. Okay. That should be this. Let me double check. Oh, nope, that's 8. Where is my 9? Huh. Isn't that interesting? My 9 by 13 baking dish does not exist anymore. Very odd. Huh. That will require some investigation. No, it's not there. I'm under here. Oh, wait. Nope, that's a square. Okay, well, I will get out this one too because it appears that my 9 by 13 baking dish is no more, but I was forgot to be informed that that dish is no more. So we'll just have a backup dish if I need it for, because this is only 8. So we have a plan B. Always good to have a plan B. Yeah, we can have a little batch and a big batch. There you go, right? All right, so we have great mozzarella and divide it. All right, well, let me see. I got 2 mixing bowls. One of these was mine, and one of these was my great-grandmother's. Stainless steel. Probably this was hers, and this is mine. This is a little thicker, probably better quality. It's always good to know, right? She's there. All right. So, first thing we do, how do you feel about spinach mixed in with all of this? Spinach it is. Okay. Let me get the spinach out. I have a nice block of spinach and I have a steamer that I can steam it in super fast. Thank you for being here, Patrick. Let me turn actually my settings on so I can see all of my messages. Wouldn't that be nice? There we go. So we're going to go ahead and pull out a steamer to go in the microwave. That will be wonderful. That's right under my feet. It's not going to work. Okay. So I have a little microwave steamer. Sure do wonder whatever happened to my 9 by 9. Must have gotten broken. I don't know. I'm not finding it anywhere at all. All right, but we shall continue. All right. So I have these beautiful silicone steamers. They are wonderful. They are super fast. It is going to steam this right up. And then we can get it all cooled down and drained. Ooh. Wow, definitely needed to be used. I can't get it out of its package. There you go. I have a large steamer or a small steamer. The small steamer is too small for this. Put the top on right there. All right. And we'll put it up here. And we'll just hit 5 minutes. Real fast, get it done, boom. And we'll try not. Now, I love my microwave, but there are family members in my family who will not use their microwaves or eat anything that has been microwaved. It is just what they have read, what they have researched, they don't like it. So even if it's just simple like steaming, nope. They're not gonna do it. So that is an interesting thing about family members. Me personally, if it saves me a minute, we're going for it, right? Oh, I'm buffering. Let me check on this side and I'll buffer in there. Let me see. Nope, doesn't look like I'm buffering over here. Thank you, whoever's in the bush. If you come in and let me know when I'm on my other channel, I will be happy to return some love. But I sure do appreciate you being here or watching. All right, so I still got my 2 bowls. I am dividing, right? 2 cups of grated mozzarella cheese. Oh, I'm so cheated. I got it already grated. Ooh, come on, let's see. Oh, there we go. Let's catch it up. So it looks like if I have to divide 2 cups, it's a cup and a cup, right? How many were in here? 2 cups. So we'll put this much in one. And we'll put this much in the other. And then we'll see if they look equal. So look divided, it's divided. Okay. And trust and believe, I will have more than enough cheese. Because I also have this to go across the top. I don't know, I'm just stuck on that. Okay. So I have that divided. How am I okay, grated Parmesan cheese. My spin, okay. I'm cooking my pasta. Okay, I gotta drain it and drizzle it with oil while pasta's cooking. 1 cup of mozzarella. I need a cup of Parmesan. All right. 1 cup of Parmesan. I have right here some shaved Parmesan to finish up. So a little bit here, and I got some new Parmesan to add to it. My husband likes the cellulose Parmesan, the fake stuff, but I won't buy it. I will not have that garbage in my house. There's no reason to eat fake food when there's real stuff available. Like it's gross. It's wood cellulose, and people are we're buying it thinking, oh, it's real cheese. No, it's sitting on a counter. It's not real cheese. So anyway, we're all good. We got our Parmesan cheese right from the tub. Beautiful thing. All right. We need 1 cup. All right, so we're gonna need add the ricotta cheese in a bowl. I'm leaving that other bowl out there. Okay, pull that ricotta right there. Oh, come on. Boy, and I even have stuff all organized and things are still not in the proper spots. Remember when we redid all the cabinets and I put all of my grabbers right there in their own box? See, I have a little box right here for my grabbers and my whisks, not other things. And I find them on odd places. It's when there are too many cooks in the kitchen, right? Alright, so I have my ricotta cheese. Don't. I have all my trash to pick up. Oh, might as well crack my egg. Alright. Got my egg. Alright. The pasta, okay, I got a boil happening. Nope, not yet. I have my spinach right here, but I definitely want to drain the water, so I'm going to let it keep doing its thing for a minute. And then I'm going to take this and throw it all away. Let that water get to a little bit bigger boil. All right. Okay, guys, this is time that my chefs cry because I'm sorry. We're going with the spices on hand. Yes, we are. Oh, it's almost at a good boil. I hate to turn the fan on, but we have to have a fan, right? All right, so I got me some garlic spice. Oh, that's ginger. Where's my garlic? I just bought new garlic. There it is. I got garlic. I have basil. What have I bought? A different kind of basil too. Oh, I have basil paste. That should be good. Basil. I have Italian seasoning. I have clove, coriander, thyme, oregano. What are the trifecta of Italian seasoning, basil, oregano, and what? Huh? Garlic. That garlic. Oh, onion powder, black pepper. All right. Okay, that's got to be boiling now. Yes. Okay. So let me get my seashells in there. Okay, seashells. Oh no, it's barely enough water. That'll be okay. Cook well. Oh, there's two sitting up top. Hold on. Two. Let's get those in there. Get in there. Alright, I got the seashells on. Good. My helper over on the other side of the room, who is an Italian connoisseur, told me 10 minutes for the shells will be perfect. Okay, so we're going to do it 10 minutes as opposed to my regular 25 billion minutes. All right, let's see what it says now. We got our Parmesan cheese. Okay, doing well. Okay, we'll do that in a minute. I got my eggs. All right, 4 cloves of minced garlic. Okay, so we got 1 clove, 2, 3, and 4 cloves. There you go, 4 cloves of minced garlic. Or that's many as looks right. Right? All right. Parsley. Oh, parsley. I don't have any fresh herbs right now. So let's see. I do have parsley, and I know dried herbs have a little bit stronger kick than fresh. So we'll just add. But I don't think dried parsley has the same oomph as regular parsley. It just doesn't have the same taste. It's almost non-tasty. So I put a big lot in there. All right, there's my parsley. All right, my chopped fresh basil. Well, we're using basil paste because that's what I have. And if I were to chop it, I would need a tablespoon of it. So I'm going to use about a half, but if I want to add more, I mean, honestly, can you ever have too much basil? I don't think so. We'll add a little more. Boom, boom, boom. Oh no! No! It's overflowing. All right, I've turned it down. We're simmering back there. Ooh, that basil paste is so pretty. Oh, shoot, come on. Oregano. Oregano, they're saying like, you know, however much oregano, fresh oregano. So, let's just do a couple shakes. Oregano. Oregano. Okay, that looks perfect. Now, Yeah, I don't think I need this. No. All right, now I need onion powder. Okay. Oh, we have Italian seasoning everywhere. Oh, here's onion powder. Dove onion powder. How about it, you Italian cooks? You like this? Onion powder. Onion powder. How much were you supposed to put in there? Half a teaspoon. That kind of looked like it, didn't it? All right, kosher salt and black pepper. Alrighty, and I need 1/4 of a teaspoon each for town. Got it. And town. Got it. Perfect. That's finished. And now, this is cooking for the non-cooks. Here we are, raise your hand. All right, so then what's next? All right, we need, great mozzarella. All right, my spinach is coming in a minute. Large egg, 4 cloves of garlic. Yes, 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 we're doing great. All right, got my red pepper. Oh, red pepper flakes. How can we forget the red pepper flakes? How can we? Matter of fact, I just bought a new thing of red pepper flakes. And I like red pepper. So does other people. But tell, so we add extra red pepper to our stuff. 7 more minutes over there. Oh, it doesn't go back in the fridge. Last thing I have to do here is, wait. Oh, it's looking good. Let's see. Chopped parsley, yeah, but, oh, it did say Italian seasoning. Oh, just like you didn't add enough Italian stuff, it's still Italian seasoning. In case your herbs were horrible like mine. All right, let me find the Italian seasoning. I just had it. There was one that was already open. I'm going to finish that one. Basil. Where did it go? Oh my goodness. Well, here we have some Italian seasoning. It was right here in my hand. Let's see. It says we should put 2 teaspoons. 1 teaspoon. And 2 teaspoons. Boom, boom. And let's do a good luck shake. Good luck. That's the extra love. One of the cooking ladies say you have to add your love. So anything I over season, that's my extra love. That's just some love. Makes it uniquely mine. Right? I just feel like no matter what I do, it's not gonna really mess it up. So, okay, my spinach is nice and hot, but I need to be able to use it. So I'm gonna cool it off for a second and then drain it real fast. All right, there we go. And to drain my spinach, I am going to, as soon as it cools off, scoop it up and squeeze it. Squeeze it. All right, I did that. Finally chopped basil, I got that. Red peppers, yep, that looks good. Italian seasoning, perfect. Let's put 2 cups of marinara sauce over the bottom of a pan. Okay, I'm gonna do 1 pan at a time. I don't know how much sauce, but let me get my spinach mixed in. Thank you all for being here and watching me cook my non-cooking self, right? But this is how you learn, you know, you try stuff, right? Plus, I had to cool the spinach down because I did not want it to cook my egg. That much I do know about cooking. If I put hot spinach and we're draining this water out, but if I did a hot spinach on top, it would have cooked my eggs. Really gonna get it all drained. I make a spinach pie that is absolutely to die for. And one thing about it is you have to drain your spinach very, very well, or else it does not, it just has too much moisture. So I am good at draining my spinach. Number one. Okay, we're still over here. I'm gonna move this out of my, and I'm gonna get my big colander for when the pasta is finished cooking. Wow. Wonder where my big pan went. Oh, pot. pan, whatever it's called. All right, so over here I'm just squishing spinach balls. I don't know, you can't see it. I can move it if you'd like to see me squish. Yeah, I'll come move it. It's so much fun. Who wouldn't love to see a spinach ball? Right, guys, all right. There we are. Now we kind of got the sink as well, kind of. Can we just all appreciate our beautiful walls? I am like really kind of proud that I finally, after all my talking, got it started. So, there we go. We're gonna put our spinach in, our cheese. We are live a little bit early today because, yeah, I'm running a lot of lives. I've got to get some watch hours. I have to get some, and I have to meet some thresholds on my other channel. So in order to get everything completed, we're rolling with some lives. However, I am working on a video. And by working, I mean I'm talking about it in my head to myself about my next parenting and the stages of healing from childhood or reconciling your childhood to life. So I am working on that. It is, I kind of talk and write and talk in my head, and then next I'll put it on paper, you know? So let me actually get a small strainer for what is left there. I have my pasta coming off the water. Boom. Oh yes, that looks good. I was advised well. All right. Yeah, the shells look good. They said expect some broken ones, but with my co-chef over in the corner, I have no broken ones. I do know if I rinse my pasta in cold water, it will not stick. And add just a drizzle of olive oil to it, it will not stick. So we are going to do that because I am not finished straining and draining my spinach. So there we go. We have everything looking, oh, tag on it. Stuck my hand in hot thing. All right, so we turn our fan off, thank goodness. It is so funny. I have fans all over my house running, but this fan in the kitchen, it bothers me more. It just bothers me, that fan. I don't know if it's the tone, the pitch, I don't know. So anyway, we have our pasta cooling off right there. We're not going to mess with it anymore until we're ready to stuff it. I love stuffing things. That's just a great word in general, right? So I need to finish getting the water out of my spinach. I'm just going to pull my little sieve out and we'll just catch what we have left. On my other channel, I have a friend that does smoothies, or she's doing a series of green smoothies. She has 10 of them she's making, healthy green smoothies. But I'm afraid of green smoothie. I don't know why. All right, and we're into summertime. So I do need to, as I am working, cover some of my items because I don't want anything to land on them. Hold on, give me 1 second, guys. I need to put a cover over my pasta. There we go. And I just need to put a cover over my bowls here so that nothing lands on them that should not be on them. I have a thing about that. So, yeah, while I am doing this, let's just cover a few things because I do not want flies on my food. And I just saw one fly through the house. So, that's what we do, cover everything up, right? And I'm squeezing my last spaghetti ball. Oh my goodness, spinach, to get all of that moisture out. And like I said, in order to use it right away, as soon as I thawed it off, I had to go back and add some cold water so it would not cook my stuff here. So that's what I did, right? All right, so I have my spinach. Now I need to mix this up really well. I will definitely get in here, get mush, you know how to mix the best. Let's do it. Let's stop playing around. Take that ring off and get in here and let me get everything mushed up. I am just horrible with a spoon. I don't know. Maybe I just feel like I can be sure I get everything mixed a little bit better if I'm seeing what I'm doing. But it looks so pretty, guys. It looks so pretty. Here, let me move it to a spot where maybe you can see. Yeah. Get it nice and... All right, that looks beautiful. It doesn't seem too wet. We have our egg. Make sure all of the spinach is not glopped in one spot. Or, you know, that basil paste I used. So let me mix it a bit more. Okay. Beautiful. That is beautiful. I love when I can be proud of myself. It's the little things, right? So I'm just going to put this like this. For now, I'm going to wipe my hand off. I'm going to put it in the refrigerator for a minute. Just to keep, actually, I'm not. I'm going to dry this real fast and put it right there and put a top over it. Let me just get a paper towel out. I don't want any extra water to be added, so I'm going to dry my steamer real fast. And then I can just put this in that spot and put a top on it. I just need tops to stay on items right now. Keep that there. And I will scrape it into the dried steamer bowl. I just, like everywhere, you know, you don't want a fly to touch something I'm gonna put in my body. All right, so we have that ready. And so I have my mix right here ready to go. Put the top on it till we're ready for it. Move it right there. This is my cheese that was extra. I'm going to put it right in the refrigerator until I need it. As soon as I see that fly land, I will remove the fly from my house. But until then, let's see what the next direction tells us to do. Okay. Let's see what we have going on here. All right. Top shell. Okay, stuff the shells. Ready? So we gotta put some of the sauce in the bottom. And then we stuff the shells, and then how long do we cook it? Bake, pasta, turn on the broiler. Bake for 20 minutes or until the pasta is, turn on the broiler at 500 degrees. Okay, I'm gonna do everything, and then I am gonna cook it tonight right before we eat it. That makes more sense. It's just heating everything through and making the egg kind of congeal. So that's definitely going to be easy to throw in tonight for, it says 3 to 5 minutes right before we're ready to serve it. So that's great. This stuffed stuff, it looks like it's a great make-ahead. Easy to do. Who knew, huh? And look, I have some foodies in my house, so I do not want to mess up. That's a fact. That is a fact. So, I have, oh, hold on, sorry. Other container. Wow, I wish I knew where that pot went, but. Alright, we will put a cup or two, I don't know. Kind of get it so it can float a little bit. That looks good. Can you guys see it? Let me see what you're seeing. Yeah. So we got that right there. All right. We will put the top back on it. The next thing it says to do is to stuff our shells. So. I wish that fly would come close to me. I will get rid of it. My shells are right here, so I'm going to set them in this container. All right, here we are. Shell stuffing time. I do want to go ahead and get my plastic wrap out. All right, and I shall bring my yeah, that looks good. Okay. So I shall begin. One shell. Stuffed. Two. All right. Get them open. I really swear that I remember these shells being a lot larger like years ago. What do you think? I think the first ones are not going to have much in them, and the back ones are going to have a lot. So I'm just scooping up my mixture and stuffing it in the shell. Wow, this looks really good. It actually smells amazing. We'll have to take a vote before we cook it about whether we're going to put the sliced mozzarella on top or if we're just going to leave it how it is. I just like the white mozzarella. I think it's a fabulous thing. It says you should make 25 of these. So let's see. But look, it looks so pretty. All right. All right, that one's a little loose. So let me do another one right here for that side. Everybody should get enough. Yeah, okay. All right. Got some more. I'm gonna do down the center as well, so leave that one over there. That one was a little rough. So the 10 minutes for the shells cooked very well. They're still malleable and not too soft. Thank you, my helper, because I would have had a mess on my hands. Yeah, I would not be able, they would have been falling apart. So that was a great call. You know, that's the thing about it. Always, I think that's the thing I like about YouTube is that there's always an answer, and if not, there's a video, but there's usually an answer. I heard the other day that somebody said that YouTube has become the #1 search engine on how to do things. Oh, so I might have to go back and restuff some of those baby stuffers. But hey, we're all right. That's not a great one. Yeah, so one thing I like about a pasta dish is that it definitely lasts more than one meal. Like you have breakfast, and we don't around here, like we're in the United States, and I know a lot of people do like cereals or stuff. Unless it's oatmeal or something hearty, we don't do tradition. We eat leftovers for breakfast. It's just how we do it in this house because it's how we do it. We try to make enough for multiple meals. So if there was just 2 of us, this would go far, but this is the perfect meal to feed 4 and have a lunch as well. So not a problem. And the nice thing is, ooh, actually I am gonna save that and use this other mozzarella because then I have enough to actually, if I wanted to do the baked ziti next Monday, we will be having stuffed stuff for a while, it sounds like. I can do that as well. So this is my first time ever stuffing a shell. Some are stuffed, some are lightly stuffed, some are a lot stuffed. The nice thing is they're looking good, huh? I think the weather must be changing because I feel it in my head. And I still have so much stuff to get done today. I don't need that coming on. Does anybody else suffer from headaches? I do. And it is not a fun party. All right, so it looks like I have one more. All right, I'm gonna put a little more stuffing. All right, actually I am not gonna crowd it. I'm gonna leave this here. I'm gonna go ahead and grab. Now, this was an 8-inch and it called for a 9-inch pan. So we're only talking an inch. It would not have made a huge, tremendous amount of difference. There is a fly around here, so I am going to go ahead and close that up because it looks pretty done. I'll go ahead and start this with the spaghetti sauce. I'll come back. I just want to finish stuffing stuff. And I do have another can of sauce, no problem. So we can go ahead and put some in here. Yeah, there we go. That's probably how much was supposed to be in the other one, but I'll go ahead and add this sauce in here. Add it on the edges or something, you know, because it's not much. And then I'll add the other on top. All right. Like I said, just to keep critters away and discourage that, we shall put a piece of wrap over it. And we have our shell right there. All right. So, oh, I am so proud of myself. So these are going to be just a little bit smaller so I can kind of fill up the pan, I think. Or, I don't know, you know, we could throw something else in there. Throw a little plain pasta in the middle or something, I don't know. So that it fills up and uses all that spaghetti, huh? I mean, uses all that sauce. There we go. We'll do all right. We shall figure out the party one way or another. Yeah. So I guess when people come to get their meal, they have to do one heavy stuffed and one light stuffed. One heavy stuffed and one light stuffed. Because they are all stuffed a little bit differently, but hey. There you go. Growing up, we lived down the street from a true Italian family. And the mother always, she started cooking dinner about this time because she would make her pasta, roll her pasta, do her stuff. Oh my goodness. And, you know, back then, everybody had a house full of kids. So she was feeding 7 very large children. They were very large children. But they were a wonderful family, great support. And so you know what I'm going to do? Okay. All right, here's what we're going to do. I have all of these shells left. And I have no more stuffing. I'm going to open the mozzarella, this kind of mozzarella, and just stuff the shells with it for a few. How about that idea? And then there'll just be shells in the sauce with mozzarella inside. Is that okay? Okay, I gotta proceed. Shake of the head. yeah, I didn't, what else we're gonna do, you know? Because I do have quite a few shells left. So let's see, we'll put my stuffed shells up here together. And we'll see how many of the non-stuffed shells, just the cheese ones, we can get in there. Ooey gooey goodness. All right. I wash my hands because y'all just saw me lick my finger, didn't ya? All right, I wash my hands. Yeah. I don't want anybody saying they'd be afraid to come eat at my house. All right, so I'm gonna take these and I'm just gonna take, oops, some of these like this and just put a piece in there. And then just put a piece right there. Yeah, that'll go fine, right? Maybe I can make it fancy, I don't know. But we'll just put some. I have plenty of good shells. There we go. Kind of needs 2 pieces, but 1 will be fine. Or 1 will be fine. I'm gonna do 2. Nope, I'm doing 1. Can't decide. So yeah, we have more than enough for everybody. I'm just gonna add these extra. It looks like I'm even running out of room. And I only had, out of that box, 1, 2, 3 shells that kind of broke, but I could still use them. So not a bad average, if you ask me. So yeah, we'll just throw some extra cheese right there and make do with what we make do with, right? Okay, that's it. That's what we have. I have some extras. Anybody can add some sauce to them, add some cheese later, and make their own little plate. That'll work. So that's what I did on this one. It does ask for more sauce. I can put that on there later. And yeah, next thing we have to do is clean up. And then I will get right to wall washing. Let me go ahead and get my stuff put away because of the bugs. I need to find that fly and get rid of that fly. Yes, I do. But yeah, so here we have dinner. We kind of did a fast lunch, missed lunch, but we went on and did a live. Like I said, I'm going to try to do a little bit more live. I really do want to get watch hours. While I'm decorating on the other channel, I'm doing stuff. That other channel of mine is monetized. It's Fabulous Nuts ASMR. Feel free to go visit. There's a membership over there. You can buy me coffee over there. You can just do anything you want to. Enjoy sounds. It's all about the sound, right? Because that's what that channel's about. It's the whole story behind that. I've told it a whole bunch of times. So you can go find the videos of how that channel became ASMR Nuts if you would like. I enjoy having you over there. But the point I was getting to was, as I decorate the house, as I order things, buy things, I am going to definitely do a link. Because if you see something you like, you can always go over. I do a lot of shopping on Amazon, and that is a very large understatement. Yeah, I wish I could really explain to you how much is truly purchased by me from Amazon. Yeah, it would be shocking. It would be shocking to some. Yes, it would be just shocking. The other thing I'm having with my dinner, right here we have that's why I closed everything up. You see it? There's that fly. I have this honeydew to cut with it. And have this sweet, I love honeydew. So we'll have that, and the fruit of the next day or two is the honeydew melon. Yeah, so as I was saying, anything you see, I'm going to start posting and pinning the links over on Just Fabulous, and I will be sure to pin from here, to pin the link from here over to there. So it's easy access. If you see something you like or want to do a project with me, come along and join the fun. That is what I say. So I am probably just going to go ahead. I can get that fly right this minute. And I'll hold on. Ready, set, go. Got it. Got it. Ah! No, I didn't. Yes, I did. Got it. Hold on. I got it. Now I just have to disinfect my counter, but we got the fly. Fly's finished. Whew, thank goodness. Yeah, so anything that projects that I work on, I will definitely do links so we can all do them together. All right, let me see if I can get everything in the refrigerator. No. Okay, yeah, right there. All right. I bought a huge jar of pickles, and now it kind of took up all the room for everything. So I killed a fly right there. So before I do anything else in my kitchen, I am definitely going to disinfect that area because it's gross. My disinfectant wipes went upstairs and never made it back downstairs. But never fear, I have more. All right, let me have some Lysol wipes right here. And we will get that cleaned up real quick. Just where that fly was. Yeah, there we go. I am not big on thinking I'm eating fly stuff. So I'll get it all. So there it is, guys. Tomorrow, guess what we're gonna make? Turkey, meatloaf, because that's what I'm making. That's what I have, and that's what I'm cooking. I have a whole lot of potatoes that need to go with it. So the potatoes, and I find like turkey or chicken, when you cook it, you can't taste that it's not beef. I can't. I don't eat beef. So that's what I use. And also it's so much less expensive. So right now, yeah, it's just what it is. I hope you all have a fabulous day. I will be back later this afternoon. I'll probably go ahead and wash the walls. You guys don't want to hang with me while I do that. It's kind of just wall washing. But look what we got right here. I am all set. Boom. I am all set for us to come have a cup of tea together later. I have the tea sitting out on my new section over here. I moved it as against my newly painted wall. And we shall have a cup of tea later this evening together while I do a few scratch offs. So with that being said, please just be fabulous, and I will talk to you later today.